Hello, Sagittarius. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Welcome to your reading for June. Ace of Swords coming out. A lot of info coming through immediately, Sagittarius. You're the only person I've had all these pop-outs with. Seven of Cups. I think you just have a lot of choices, but one is standing out to you the most. Whatever that means to you with the Ace of Swords. It's like it's glimmering in the spotlight. It's glimmering in the sunlight or something, Sagittarius. So this is a 4-card spread, my loves. Great to have you as always. Back to center. We're going to get right into this, Sagittarius, but first I'm going to shout out winningpond.com. All right, Sagittarius, we are going to dive right into it. We have the Knave of Coins at the bottom of the deck here. The knaves in this deck are pages. I think you're learning something new and it scares you. Because I think it's illuminating something within you that you've tried to kind of put away. See with the Sun and the Devil. I think there's an aspect to you, Sagittarius, that you kind of feel is like devilish. And I mean that in a very literal way. You may have even been taught this, that there's a side of you that you needed to suppress, Sagittarius. And with the Sun and the Devil, what I'm seeing is it's shining a light on that quote-unquote devil aspect of you. You're learning and seeing that. Like, it's like, see how the knave is looking into the sun and it's illuminating this devil energy here? It's like what I'm seeing is that this aspect of you that has been tucked away or suppressed, you pushed it down in some regard here, Sagittarius. This is the very thing that is going to bring you to the next level, my friend. I'm telling you that right now. This is not bad. This is not devilish. I mean, maybe. It's like it's just an aspect of you that is extremely driven, because this is like Capricorn Saturn energy with the Devil. It's like it's bringing out this new, for some reason I want to call it holy work. It's very passion based. It's very driven. It's from the depths of who you are. And that's why other people are going to relate to this, Sagittarius, because everybody has this quote unquote devil to them, right? But it's not the devil. It's just the light and the dark. It's all relative. Like, what is good? What is bad? It's like it's the polarity, and I feel like we all are always kind of like weaving through these waters of the soul, right, Sagittarius? But what I'm seeing is that the very things that have been quote unquote demonized in society as well as in you, it's like you're shining a light on those. And you're causing others with the Seven of Coins to go in a new direction regarding these things. It's like, you know, there are certain like religious teachings, for example, that even if you didn't grow up religious, Sagittarius, it's like it's embedded within the culture. You know, people call it Catholic guilt, for example. It's like things like that. It's like you're shining a light and it's like, wait, no, if I tap into my sacral chakra, my root chakra, we're literally doing root chakra readings here, Sagittarius, with this devil energy, which I feel is like of the depths of the root of the sacral of like the lower chakras here. It's like we're taught Catholic guilt. It's like God's watching. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's that sort of a place. It's like, and this could even be because I'm seeing like somebody coming into puberty, like that age. I'm not trying to get too personal here with you, Sagittarius. I'm not trying to like embarrass you or anything, but like, quote, speaking of shining the light on it, this is for somebody. It's like I'm seeing somebody coming into that and feeling like a Catholic guilt sort of a thing. I just keep getting that. And I didn't even grow up Catholic, but I know what you're talking about, Sagittarius, completely, because I experienced purity culture as well. But this is not sex. This is not sexual. But it's from that same zone. You know what I'm saying, Sagittarius here? We can't say too much anymore on these freaking platforms, right? But what I'm trying to say here is it's like how do I say this, Spirit? It's a hard thing to put into words because it's a feeling. It's like you're bringing out a deeper depths of who you are. You're also shining a light on these things and showing people that there is power in the quote unquote darkness. There is power in the things that we suppress, the places that we feel shame, where we've been rejected, or we felt like not good enough, or we felt like, oh, that's dirty, that's wrong, whatever. No, it's not, is what Sagittarius is going to be saying here. And that's what you're like learning about with the Page of Coins, is what I feel here. And this could even be in a very practical way, like experiencing life in a new way where you feel more free, is what I'm getting on this Page of Pentacles. You feel like, and this could be kind of a, you know, pubescent energy to be like sterile about it. It's like, you know, with this young guy here, the Knave of Coins, the Page of Coins, it's like maybe you're even doing some shadow work, going back to when you were younger and realizing like, wait, I kind of do have some shame in certain areas that I didn't even realize. Like I'm so successful. I thought I had overcome all that with the sun. Maybe people are seeing you a lot. Maybe you're in the public eye, and it's like you feel as if you have overcome a lot of things. And yes, you have, Sagittarius. I'm not saying you haven't. What I'm saying though is that there are these kind of like hidden aspects of you with the sun and the devil that are begging to come through, literally. So what I'm seeing is like, yes, it's not sexual, but it's from that zone. That's all I'm going to say there. So I feel like you're doing some healing work in regards to your self-worth, and it's connected to like your younger years, like right about when you were about to get into like your teen years, that it's like you feel like maybe these things are not connected to like, oh, your business exploding in a new way or something, but it is. It's also bringing out these hidden aspects of you that are going to help others to understand that as well, is my point here, Sagittarius. Okay, so that's the intuition that I'm getting here. Now we're going to actually get into the cards and see what they are showing. So card number 1 for Sagittarius is the 6 of Coins. And there's a letter here. Can you see on this card, Sagittarius, how there's this letter that's being handed between two hands? It's like exchanging hands is what I'm seeing. And 6 of Coins is just that. And I don't know if this is money. I don't think this is an exchange of energy, because Pentacles, coins is not just money. It's like energy. It's what we do in the day-to-day, for example. It's like I'm seeing you carrying yourself in a new way with this 6 of Coins, Sagittarius. It's like the energy exchange is different, because this is also a card of balance. Like you may, maybe in relationships in the past, like overgave, for example. It's like what I'm seeing is this goes back to your younger years, and it's like there were certain things that taught you to feel like you had to be an overgiver in certain things. And what I'm seeing here now is you've been given some sort of secret information with this letter that has shown you how to properly exchange your energy to where you're no longer going to feel like you're like nice guys finish last sort of a thing, is what I'm getting off of the 6 of Coins. Yeah, I just keep hearing that phrase, nice guys finish last. And I totally relate to the Sagittarius. Like, I don't know if it's because my moon is in the 9th or what, but I really relate to you guys on a lot of this as well. And it's like energy exchange is a big thing here, and I feel like what's happening, because what I'm seeing is, you know, when they drill for oil, what I'm seeing is you're going down with this kind of this energy of like going back to when you were younger and kind of looking at what's in the quote unquote dark here, certain aspects of yourself. It's like and what you're not realizing is it's like it's going to be oil. It's going to be very lucrative for you in finances. That's what I'm getting. It's like this is energy exchange to begin with, exchanging hands, quote unquote, but it's going to turn also into more money and success as well, because and I'm not saying that you're like sitting around crying about your life or something like that. I'm saying it's like these are things you kind of are just like, you know what, I'm gonna soldier forward. Like, I'm good. I love myself. I value myself, and you do, Sagittarius. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying there were a couple little things in here that I'm seeing you. It's like poking the bear, but in a good way. It's like you're willing to work on this because spirit is nudging you and showing you that with these things, like with this energy exchange, like the way that you're presenting yourself or the way that you're carrying yourself is about to shift. 12:12 on the clock when I said this. And it's also you're going to be exchanging hands and bumping what is the phrase? Rubbing elbows with like a higher caliber of people than you're used to. I'm seeing like TV level cameras here, Sagittarius. Like you may be going up a level of some sort here, where you're going to be shaking hands with important individuals, because it's like people don't want to go back and think about their freaking Catholic guilt from when they're 13 years old. You know what I mean? Who's going to do that? Right? It's like you could be very successful, and it's like not many people are willing to do this inner work, but if we did, it would be like tapping into oil. Oil is freaking expensive, right? It would be like tapping into natural gas on your property that you didn't know you had. And it's like, oh shit, I have natural gas on my freaking property, dude. This takes my property, like, this like quadruples the value of my property, of myself, of my person, is what I'm getting here, Sagittarius. Okay. Got a lot on that Six of Pentacles. All right, and this is also being given to you, this information. It's like an envelope. Certain things are going to be highlighted to you that you may be suddenly interested in to start studying about, or, looking into with the Page of Coins, or start doing like certain things that you weren't doing before. Like maybe you're going to start doing something differently that's going to change up the energy flow a little bit. All right, they're going to show you is what I'm getting. Card number 2 is the Magician. See, this is going to increase your ability to manifest. Because what I'm seeing with this energy flow is it's like the energy is flowing differently. Like maybe you're using different aspects with the Magician. Like maybe you didn't realize like, oh, something from when I was like 13 years old. It's like there's some sort of a block there or something where once that's kind of worked through, and it could even also be with like another person, like maybe you're going to meet somebody that kind of helps unlock because I'm hearing a door unlocking, like unlock certain parts of you that, not like we need to rely on other people to do that, but I'm saying you may meet somebody that like helps you unlock an aspect of you. And it's like, I'm just seeing this energy flowing. It's like a dam opening. All of a sudden, it's all this water flowing through here. And maybe that's what the Magician is saying, is like something with the water element here, like something of your heart is unlocked to where it's going to affect your finances. It's going to affect your business. If you're in the business world, it's going to affect your plan, is what I'm getting. Because these different aspects are being unlocked. With the Magician, your manifestation abilities are going to be increased, is what I'm getting here, Sagittarius. And this is what's happening presently and what's been happening. Because right here, these first 3 cards are the present and the past kind of joining together. It's like they're flowing together. Your deep past as well with this Page of Coins energy here. You could also have Capricorn in your chart. We also have Leo here. Okay. Card number 3 is the 10 of Coins. Everything we just said. Like, this is what is going to unlock riches for you. I'm seeing on that scene on Aladdin, like the original Aladdin cartoon, where he goes into that where there's all of those coins. It's also like a dragon's hoard. Maybe you're working with like dragon energy here, Sagittarius, which I'm a huge fan of, I will say right now. I always ask my dragons to help me, so I don't know about you, but that's the sort of stuff that gets you to the 10 of coins, if you know what I mean. That's that ancient wisdom, you know what I'm talking about. 10 of coins can also talk about that with this kind of envelope, you know. It's kind of like finger grow rich sort of a thing. It's like there are people who have tapped into 10 of coins. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? I think I was listening to Bob Proctor or someone. I think it was Bob Proctor who was talking about the fact where he had this understanding that there was just always enough. He's like, it's easy for me to manifest money. You know, it's that sort of a thing with the magician. Because there's something about the energy flow and you're unblocking something that you didn't even realize you had as a blockage. I hear you saying, and like I'm seeing you writing things down about wanting yourself to be like the highest, best version of yourself here, Sagittarius. And what I'm getting is that, first of all, that's working. Like, pat yourself on the back for all the freaking self-work that you're always doing and the improvements that you're always making. But what I'm getting here is you're asking for any, you know, like if you have any, what am I getting here? It's like your blind spot. What I'm seeing is that you're kind of, even if it's subconsciously, it's like you have a desire. If you have any blind spots, you're hoping that they'll be illuminated with the sun. And that's what's happening here, Sagittarius. Your wish is my command. I'm getting that Aladdin genie reference again here. It's like, oh, I almost just dropped the whole deck, Sagittarius. I'm always throwing cards myself, so yeah, 10 of coins is where you're headed, but it's where you've always been headed. These kind of look like, what are they called? Pogs. It's these also look kind of like those poker chips. It's like you've taken some gambles here, Sagittarius, that other people would not have taken in business, etc. Where, and maybe even in love, where it's like other people would have folded. They would have been like, no. But you have, you know, you hold your cards close to your chest because you have a lot of wisdom. And I'm not saying you're sneaky. I'm saying you know what you got going on here. Okay, Sagittarius. And so what I'm seeing is that with this magician 10 of coins energy, you've always been heading this direction. But what I'm hearing is that the way that you're going to really, really get there, and you're going to like 10x what you're making, 10x like the progress that you're making in your life as well as money and finance. It's like the way you're going to get there is not going to be how you expect, is what I'm seeing here. It's kind of a funny imagery of like, you wouldn't have thought that shining a light on this, like these younger years or whatever. It doesn't have to only be younger years, but I just keep seeing that again. It's like stuff that you've long buried, like you're over it, like you're an adult, like you're not sitting around thinking about where you were when you were 14 or something. But what Spirit is showing me is that the way that you get this 10x is how I'm seeing it, is it's going to be unlikely. It's going to come from an unlikely way. Like you're going to access this 10 of coins by healing certain aspects of yourself that you didn't even think you cared about anymore. I hope that makes sense. So finally on this portion, and then we're going to get to card number 4, which is our future here, Sagittarius, like where you're headed, which we know where you're headed, 10 of coins. You've been heading here for how many years, right? It's always been your plan. You've always wanted to do what you're doing. Not what I'm seeing is it's like you've been on the road. It hasn't, anyways, I don't have to go there. All right. Too far into the energy. Pulling back out. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, is what is going to 10x, I'm getting that again, what is going to 10x what you're doing right now. This could be financial because we do have coins here. This could be other areas of your life as well, though. It's like energy. I'm seeing this as energy, but I'm also seeing this as money. What I'm seeing is you're manifesting bigger and better things for yourself with the magician. But what I'm getting is the way that you get to this 10x, it's going to be from an unlikely source. It's gonna actually happen easier than you think, believe it or not. Like, it's not necessarily about more education with this Capricorn energy and this Page of Pentacles. You could have Earth in your chart, you could have Capricorn. It's not just about like, oh, I'm gonna take another course. I'm going to improve this in my business. I'm going to hire more staff. It's not that that's not the case, Sagittarius, but it's funny because what I'm seeing is like, oh, it was that easy. It's like I'm seeing you push open a door and you're like, oh, that door was open this whole time. I didn't understand, or you took a different path. You took like a side path to work, quote unquote, sort of a thing. And what I'm seeing is you're like, oh, that's what did it? Healing or working through or learning about something from your deep past. It's like, oh, that's what is unlocking the 10x. And they're going to show you with this message energy here, with this envelope. That's what I'm getting. They're going to show you and ask them to show you what these things are specifically that will get you to this 10x. All right, Sagittarius. Finally, card number 4, this is your future position, is the King of Coins. I mean, the King of Coins lives in the 10 of Coins. The King of Coins, what I'm getting is you're already the King of Coins. You've been the King of Coins time and time and time again. I said something like this to Aries. Maybe you have Aries in your chart, because Aries got the Emperor and the King of Coins. I'm getting something like this with you. It's like you, maybe also Leo had, I don't know. You fire signs are really intertwining with some of this like money energy. What I'm getting off of this, Sagittarius, is like you've already been the King of Coins 10 times over. It's almost as if you're just settling more into your own position. And because of that, because of like, it's not that you're not confident. You're very, very confident. Your energy is very sure to me. It's very confident. It's very like experienced. It's very mature. I'm not saying it's not. It is. But what I'm getting is it's like there are some sides of you that could be more in the emotional space with the Magician here is what I was getting on that water aspect where, you know, if those things are healed, it will help you to feel happier about everything that you've built and are building is what I'm getting. And because of that, because of this energy flow that's flowing in kind of a different, more like elevated, healed way, this is the 10x. This is the road. And it's like I'm seeing you happy. King Solomon, not to get biblical on you, Sagittarius, but you are a Sagittarius. You rule the 9th freaking house, and my moon is in the 9th. So I know you'll understand what I'm saying here, Sagittarius. Maybe you're also into like Solomon's seal. Like, anyways, I've always really been connected to like Solomon energy. What I'm going to say here is in the book of, is it Ecclesiastes? I think it's Ecclesiastes, where regardless, it's like King Solomon is writing about all of the massive like wealth that he's accumulated. People, you know, who knows if this is true or not, but people say in today's dollar that King Solomon had $2 trillion in today's money. Whether that's true or not, they say he was a trillionaire. So basically he was talking about he accumulated all of this. He had this entire kingdom. He had all the women he wanted in the world, whatever. And he said, but the thing is at the end of the day, the most important thing is to be able to enjoy all of that. And that's what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, with this King of Coins, 10 of Coins, Magician, 6 of Coins. It's like, you could become a billionaire. You could become a trillionaire, Sagittarius, but there's this element of like being able to truly enjoy it in this like childlike way of like truly just living in the kingdom you've created and enjoying it. Not just having it, but the ability to enjoy that is what I'm getting here, Sagittarius. And that's what is going on here and what is going to end up 10xing you in the future. So much love, Sagittarius. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Great to have you. Thank you for being on these Back to Center readings for the month of June. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Sagittarius. If you like this deck, Sagittarius, you can purchase it through my affiliate link down below. It helps out the channel. This is the deck. As well as if my work has impacted you in any way, you can always donate down below as well. Thank you for all of your love and support. Take care. At the Metamystic.